What's up, Diamond Dogs? Welcome back to the channel. Ted Lasso Season 2, Episode number 6. This one's called The Signal. And Roy Kent's back. Because, you know, he's here, he's there, he's every fucking where. Literally. He was on TV, and now he's on the sidelines.
Yeah.
And he's going to be coaching. And that was one of those...
I love that for him.
That was one of those really great moments because obviously he was coaching the kids. Mm-hmm. And, I mean, that's a lot different than being a professional coach, obviously.
Can't call the kids those things.
Yeah, it's a very, very wide range from going from Little League to the pros. And the idea that, like, Roy was really enjoying his time as a pundit up until the moment that Ted asked him for help, brought him into the situation, asked him to help Isaac with what he's dealing with. And the way that he helped Isaac, he was smiling again. He was having fun with that game that he brought him to. And something just like the light bulb went off in Roy's head as he was at the desk. He's like, I want to be out there with the boys, whether I'm playing or not. He wants to be on the inside. He doesn't want to be on the outside looking in and offering opinions about stuff that he doesn't have any involvement with. He wants to be involved.
Honestly, I really loved the way, what is it, Richard, I think, is the one of the other pundits' names. Just the way he looked at him, he's like, I gotta do this. And he's just like, he knows.
Yeah.
Like, he gets it. And I appreciate that so much. I love that part.
That was so good. And I feel like, I mean, he's going to be a rock star, I feel like, as a coach, because he's the type of dude who will tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. And sometimes pro athletes, they need that kind of push and that kind of drive.
You don't need a bunch of yes people around you.
Yeah, because you only thrive, like, and this is something that I believe in. You thrive when you're uncomfortable. And Roy definitely will make you feel uncomfortable. And it's going to put you in uncomfortable spots. And it's going to make you break out of those uncomfortable spots. And it's going to make you a better player. And I think he's going to be really good in this role. And, I mean, obviously the big impact is potentially going to happen to Nate, who had a pretty rough episode, but then it got better because he had the moment with Rebecca and she kind of pumped him up and gave him her little ritual about the way she handles entering into a room and not feeling like she belongs kind of thing.
Still don't like that he spit on the mirror.
Yeah, that was kind of weird. Like, that's just weird. But he had that moment with the table at the restaurant for his parents' wedding anniversary. He ended up getting what he wanted, but then it turned into a situation where Roy shows up to the sideline and is... I mean, obviously, Nate's voice isn't going to carry as strongly as Roy's. And I don't know if anybody's voice on this team is going to carry as much as Roy's. Yeah. Because of his history, because he's one of the greats of this game. And now he's actually going to be coaching with, obviously, two other coaches in Beard and Ted who come from American football. They're still learning soccer. And Nate, who came from the equipment room to help. So,
I mean, like, he knows stuff.
It's just, yeah.
He knows a lot of stuff. I mean, he was on the inside.
Yeah.
Sort of.
It's just one of those things to where if you're dealing with an insecurity and a comfort of speaking out and then someone like Roy shows up, granted, during his roast, he did an awesome job, so maybe that won't be an issue, but just the look in his eyes when Roy showed up and stood next to them on the sideline was kind of like, damn it. It's like my opportunity is now gone kind of thing. So I'm wondering where that's going to go and how it's going to play out and what kind of interesting banner they're going to have. And is Roy going to have a desk now in the office?
I was literally waiting for you to break so that I could ask you about that.
Is he going to, like, become part of the Diamond Dogs?
Yeah, where is he going to go? Like, where is his desk going to be?
I mean, it has to be in the group with the coaches. Yeah. So it would make sense, but...
Poor Higgins.
I just want
to get kicked out of his spot.
I don't know, but I'm more curious about how he's going to handle these Diamond Dog discussions. Because... Roy ain't about that kind of shit, and he's going to tell you the truth if he is involved. So I feel like there's going to be some really fun interactions in that moment. If there's an opportunity to actually put them in the same room, I think it's going to be great. Or does Nate get pushed out?
I don't think so. Or do you put a desk in with Keely?
Yeah, I don't know how it's going to work, but I mean, they need to be together. The coaches should all be in the same place.
I agree.
So... I don't know. I think it's an interesting addition. I think it's awesome. Roy has quickly become one of my favorite characters in anything we've seen. Mm-hmm. Just every time he's on screen, you're just kind of like quiet, waiting to hear what he's going to say because he's always got something really funny that comes out of his mouth, whether it's like a grunt or just speaking brutal honesty. It's just the way he is, and he's awesome for it.
So, speaking of your dudes, like you have a long list of like favorites. Yeah. Is Ted also one of your dudes?
I usually try to only pick one per show. So it's kind of Roy. Roy's kind of earned that spot.
Ouchie.
Yeah, I mean, that's not a knock on Ted as a character.
Ted.
Yeah, but Roy is more...
It's corn. born.
I just think he's like a really unique character, and I think everyone in the show is deep in terms of character development.
You always like the tough, grumpy guy.
But I see a lot of myself in Roy, so it's kind of funny. It's interesting. But yeah, I mean, there's only usually one per show, and it's tough because there's so many good characters in so many shows that we watch.
It's true.
But yeah, it's just Roy. Roy's the dude. So.
Okay.
This whole banter situation, as I was editing the last episode, I noticed a couple more edits to where Ted was on his phone, cut to Rebecca on her phone, both kind of like in these giddy, like, ooh, kind of moods.
So I need to go back and watch that episode because I only just noticed the one time.
Yeah, like, I think that's pretty standard on a first watch. If something happens a bunch of times, you notice, like, the last one, because I think it's kind of like planted into your brain, but you don't fully acknowledge it. And then by the third time you see something, you're like, that's them, huh? Because you commented early that I hope it's not Ted. You said it early. So when she was talking before, you noticed that Ted was even giggly on his phone.
I feel like Ted would use famous quotes or authors or philosophers as like, and then put that in like to talking to somebody he potentially dates.
That could be a really awkward situation if they find out, because part of the conversation at the end of the episode was getting pretty specific, but Rebecca didn't want to give that information up about being at a game instead of being like the owner of the team. She didn't reveal that, and Ted obviously being a coach, you're at a game. Which game are you at? Like, he's coaching one of the games that she's literally at. Yeah. So it's going to be interesting how this plays out. And I mean, I personally don't think they're going to move into that direction, but it's one of those things to where it's just going to probably create an awkward, like, laughable moment, I hope, that doesn't carry into anything romantic with the two of them, because I've never gotten that sense.
I don't want it.
We'll see.
I don't.
We'll see where it goes and how it plays out, but
yeah.
I mean, it was another really great episode. Obviously, a lot of moving parts per usual, and continuing to see where this goes with the signal. You ready for it? Mm-hmm. Let's go.
Tards, edge of the area. He has options. He chooses Rojas. Oh!
Danny Rojas!
You have to say, Chris, from where they started the season, this Richmond team is unrecognisable.
Jamie with the extra pass.
I love it so much.
Richmond are now on a 4-game winning streak. They've certainly turned things around since adding their former captain to the coaching staff, righty?
Absolutely, Seams. And watching Richmond play, you could definitely see the Roy Kent effect.
Do you want a cup of tea?
Yes, please.
Oh.
Luca, do you believe in guardian angels?
They like Guardians of the Galaxy.
Wait, are you naked in my kitchen?
Wearing a smile.
Mina the cleaner will be here any second.
Oh, there she is.
Hello.
Mina.
Oh, he doesn't care.
There'll be biscuits with that?
Mother.
Oh, never mind.
Hello, darling. I've left your father.
Oh.
What?
He doesn't listen to me. He doesn't respect me. And Esther Perel says it takes 2 people to create a pattern, but only 1 to change it.
Luca, will you please put some clothes on?
I'll start in the study.
Yes, thank you.
Love Mina.
I love the situations that this show puts people in.
Yes, but Rebecca's eyes in that situation, oh my God, they're so pretty. She's just a pretty lady.
I have boring eyes.
You do not.
Super just dark as shit brown.
My baby has your eyes. They'll never be ugly.
I didn't say ugly. I said boring.
Talk shit about my kid's eyes.
William, hey, tell your mom happy birthday for me. And whatever gift you end up getting her, let her know it's from both of us, huh?
I love him. Oh my God, he's fantastic too.
Well, I don't know about you fellas, but I am fired up for this FA Cup. A March Madness tournament in the middle of our season featuring every dang team in the country. Yes, please. I mean, what we got? Davids versus Goliath, Rockies versus Apollos, Steve Weebies against Billy Mitchells. What's another one, Coach?
Pearl Jam versus Ticketmaster.
Has a team not in the Premier League, a la us, ever won the whole chimichanga?
8 times.
8 times? Really?
But not for 40 years.
Oh! What do we got here? You back in the floating office mode, huh?
Oh, yeah. I'm a flaneur by nature. Hey, Coach, what's a flaneur?
Wanderer. The fuck's wrong with you?
Jane and I got back together.
Great news.
That's nice.
Fantastic.
Do you really think that's a good idea?
Thank you, Higgins.
Oh, shit. 2 missed calls from her. You're back.
I'd like to request an emergency meeting of the Diamond Dogs.
Diamond Dogs, mount up! Hey, Roy, you want to sit in with us?
Yeah. He's out. So he got Higgins' desk.
Mm-hmm. Poor Higgins.
It's a hazard style, or as you can probably call it, the Earls of Risk.
Oh, yeah.
The Earls of Risk.
Yeah, want to stone legs first? You want to jump in?
You'd be in there if you just went round.
Ready? Here he comes. All right.
I'm just going to stay.
That's fine.
I'm just not sure that Jane and Beard are very healthy together. A little bit disappointed that neither of you backed me up when I just said so.
On us out. I appreciate that, and I hear you. But in my defense, I know why I didn't say anything. Because you should never say anything. One of my best friends growing up, he dated the same girl from grade school to high school to college. And she could be a little bit of a pill. And, well, I let him know that. And he was not too pleased. All right? And that is the last time I ever gave a best man speech.
Oh.
You... Wait, he said shit at the guy's wedding.
I just think it's bad business to get all up in anyone else's business, you know?
Okay, I understand.
Okay, but what are the Diamond Dogs for then?
Let's just go ahead and Diamond Dogs dismount. Rah, 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 rah.
Stupid barking means it's over, right?
Yes, sir. Welcome back.
Oh, yeah, it was a doozy. Jane's roommate flipped out on her, kicked her out of the house.
Oh, no.
So now she's moving in with me.
Oh, that's good. That's great news. Congratulations.
That's tough. Beard looks happy.
Come on.
Whoa. Sailed it.
Come on, Colin, you dolt. Colin, you're leaning too far back. Head down, fucking whip it.
I am a strong and capable man.
Great pass, but don't mean shit if they see it coming. The rest of you in the box, when the shot goes, you fucking follow it in.
That's the Roy Kent effect.
Love it.
Oh, Nate.
Yeah.
Not.
Anything for me, coach?
All right, let's go again.
Hey, Roy, you know you're paid to coach the whole team.
Well, that's fine. Just take 4% of my paycheck.
Do you have lunch plans?
As a matter of fact, I do. Coach Beard and I here are doing secret sandwich switcheroo every other Friday.
I don't care, Ted. You're coming to lunch with me and my mother.
Spoiler alert, I made you a BLT.
Samesies.
What?
These two.
I look forward to lunching with you, Ted.
Hi, Rebecca's mom. Hey, fellas, say hi.
I love it.
I love meeting people's moms, like reading an instruction manual as to why they're nuts.
Let's go!
How's Mrs. Beard doing, by the way?
Full-blown QAnon.
Yep.
What?
Hello? This is him. Is he okay? Okay. Okay. Well, I mean, that's going to be a little tricky because I'm at work. No, I work in London. Tell you what, how about I call my wife or his mom? Oh, she's pulling up right now. Okay, well, there you go. Crisis averted.
Uh-oh.
Everything okay?
Yeah, Henry forgot his lunch today for his field trip, but no, Michelle's there, so yeah, we're all good.
You gotta tell Roy he needs to start coaching, man.
You want me to tell Roy Kent what to do? That's a great idea.
I'll totally drop it into one of our many conversations where Roy talks to me about his life and asks for my advice.
Good one, Nate.
Philistines. I'm asking for help here.
Jamie, you and Roy got your own history. Y'all got to get together and woman up.
Think you mean man up?
No, y'all been manning up for a while now. Look where that's got you. Keely, you got any advice for this young, half-dressed fella on how to get through to Roy?
I agree.
That's a confusing way to answer that question.
I agree with Roy. Just agree with everything that he throws at you. Really takes the anger wind out of his brat sails.
So interesting.
I don't really know how to talk to you.
And it's working.
You're gonna want to look up Philistines.
That's such an interesting interaction.
See, there comes a point when you realize life is long and it's also very short. And sometimes it's neither, but it is always what it is. So I looked him in the eye and I said, Paul, I'm leaving you. I'm going to live my best life now for as long as I can until I die or until I'm murdered.
Oh my, that just got dark.
As someone that's recently been divorced, the best piece of advice that I received was to leave people well.
I completely agree. Although it's slightly different in this case because I'm the one doing the leaving. And as I understand it, your wife left you.
No, that is correct. Big difference there, yeah.
Forget every word she just said. They do this every couple of years. My dad acts up, then she leaves him. Then he buys her some expensive, environmentally conscious gift, and they'll be back together in a week. She'll be paying the bill, so do enjoy your free lunch.
What?
Hey, I was just thinking about you.
What were you thinking?
That if you ever left me again, I would throw myself off a cliff.
Then I'd lay down at the bottom so you could land on me. So I'm going to Cafe Solo to meet Finn for a coffee.
Who's Finn?
Oh, my old uni friend and the underwear model. He wants to go through some shoot he did. I'll see you later. Bye.
That's gonna bother the shit out of him.
Aw, poor Higgins.
Big man Roy Kent?
No,
Come on, man. Why won't you coach me?
because you don't deserve it.
You're right, I don't deserve it.
The way you play is dull and conformist.
It's true. I do play in quite a dull and conformist way.
He's been talking to Keeley. He knows it.
And you're ugly.
Caught on, damn it.
You're an ugly, ugly boy. With bad hair.
I am an ugly, ugly boy.
This is epic.
With hair that maybe could be slightly... With bad hair, fine.
Cheers. I enjoyed that.
You fucking asshole!
I know you are, but so are you.
I know you are, but so are you.
Okay, Roy, you're not gonna like this, but right now, Jamie here is being the mature one.
I'm being super mature, you big dumb hairy baby twat.
Okay.
Fine. I'll tell you what's wrong with you. You fucked him up.
Whoa.
You've made him a team player, and in doing so, you've made him average.
Oh.
Deep down, at your core, you are a prick. So just be a prick. We need you to score more goals, and we need you to get in the other team's fucking heads and drive them up the fucking wall like only you can fucking do.
So I can go back to being a prick.
I'm saying sometimes, when it is appropriate, yes.
Okay. How will they know when?
I'm actually curious about that myself.
We'll give you a signal.
What signal?
Any specifics we need to look out for?
You'll know when you see it.
I fucking love Roy.
I love this so much. It's fantastic.
You get that?
Yeah, he said you'll know it when you see it, so keep your eyes peeled.
This is so good.
I love it. Good for you, though, Jamie. Good for you.
AFC Richmond, a club who have never won a major trophy in their history, suddenly find themselves one win away from an unlikely FA Cup semi-final.
Wow.
Nothing like the FA Cup, Arlo. These are the games you tell your grandchildren about.
And the FA Cup, to my knowledge, is just another tournament. It's in the middle of their season, so...
I swear, if we actually win this match, I will burn this pub to the ground. I will knock over a chair. I will channel my raging enthusiasm into ways to help my community.
There we go. Good boy.
I think the FA Cup's a pretty big deal. Oh!
Danny Rojas! No!
So close.
Wait, when does he get to be a prick? I want to know.
I reckon it's time for the signal.
Yep.
You didn't by any chance come up with a better one, did you?
No.
Hey, Jamie! Jamie!
We apologise for the fruity sign language.
Seems like Lasso's really settled into our culture.
Here's what's going to happen, yeah? You're going to foul me, and I'm going to score all the way from back here. Piss off, Tom. What did I tell you, mate? What did I tell you?
I love it. I love it so much.
Hey, what do you think? Trick play?
You don't need it. The little prick's gonna fucking score from there.
No way.
Jamie Tart do 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 do. Oh, what is he doing? He has a little ritual. What was he? Field goal kicker doing his thing?
That's too far.
Got it.
Yay!
Wow. The redemption arc for Jamie Tart. I love this. This is so good.
Like, my cheeks hurt from smiling.
Your noise is back. What's up?
I feel compelled to tell a friend something he won't want to hear.
Is this about Beard and Jane? I see her sometimes, lurking around the car park. I mean, she's a bit intense, but she's adorable.
I have to say something.
Absolutely not. My parents should have split up years ago. It was no good.
I'm sorry.
You have to keep trying. Maybe one day you'll get through.
You guys talking about Beard and Jane? Quite the jealous type, right? She once followed me all the way home just to ask if Beard was shagging Ted.
What?
Bitch, what?
Richmond could pull off an incredible upset, but they need to hold their nerve.
Uh-oh.
You better not, Jamie. Jamie, Tart?
Coach, you okay?
Yeah, no, I gotta go. My stomach.
Wait, where the fuck's that twat going?
Be kind, he looks poorly.
Oh no, is that gonna distract them and...
From Barnett!
I'll be right back.
Okay.
What do you think we should do?
We need to fucking go.
What do we do? Put on a striker? Or do we put Sam and go three up front?
Come on, Nate!
I think we need...
Reynolds! Winchester! Babatwende! You going in? Colin! Danny! Richard! You coming off? Park the bus! What? Park the bus! Oh, we need to go! Park the goddamn bus! Go! What's going on? I got this.
Good. Okay, good. He found his place there.
He, like, spits when he's ready to get into his zone.
Ted?
When going for a draw is a big mistake, Arlo. You're the underdog. You're at home. You go for the win.
A slip by Barnett and Richmond are on the counter-attack. Obby Sandy looks a perfect diagonal ball to Tart. He shoots! Tart buries it in the back of the net!
Oh, Ted. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
It's good to see the Roy Kent effect is alive and well.
That is all Nate.
Congratulations on a thrilling win.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much.
What happened to Ted?
I don't know, food poisoning or something?
So it seemed like a negative strategy to pull everyone into defence when you needed a goal.
Yes, but I knew they needed a goal too. So as long as I made sure they couldn't get through, that at some point, human nature, someone would screw up and we could exploit that. Let's do what had to be done. It's not like I'm some kind of wonder kid.
Some kind of what?
Wonder kid.
I think you mean wonderkind?
Yeah. Can we fix that with editing, or is it?
No, we're live. Well, great job by Nathan Shelley, the Wonder Kid, and we wish Ted a speedy recovery.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
He has a new nickname now, Wonder Kid. Okay, where the fuck did Ted go?
I'm concerned that you and Jane are... Look, let me ask you one question. You're a great man. Does Jane make you greater? Okay, look, I apologise.
I hear you. I get it. We will never speak of this again.
No.
That was nice.
Where did Ted go? Whoa!
My God.
Oh, I miss that scared face.
I missed you too. How was Finn?
He's like a Rembrandt. It's beautiful to look at, but so dim. Oh, try this. Yeah, much better.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Not too Oliver Twist?
Well, it is, but that's kind of my kink, so...
May I have some more?
Oi, Nate. Great fucking work today.
Thanks, Roy.
Good job, Nate. I'm happy that he had that moment.
Hey, Ted, it's me. I was a bit worried about you today. I hope you're okay. If you need me, just please do give me a call. It's just I'm on my way home for a very difficult conversation with my mother, and I could really do with one of your pep talks. Take care.
Where did he go? Did he just like leave?
I don't love that. No, now I'm kind of wanting them to be together. They're really good together though. Now I'm trying to think of the cons. I don't really. I mean, other than you don't shit where you eat.
That'll mess up the whole dynamic of this situation.
Darling, sorry to miss you. Your father apologized and bought me a new Tesla. I'll take you for a spin in it next time I visit. P.S. Shepherd's pie is in the fridge. Needs 2 minutes in the microwave.
Just as she said.
That's so frustrating. It's Sam.
Oh, shit.
I was not expecting that. Well, unfortunately, they definitely can't date now.
Oh.
Ted, you scared me. Are you okay?
I want to make an appointment.
Damn it, dude.
It makes me so sad.
Yeah, I feel like that always is happening to him in like these really every time something really good happens with the team, something bad happens to like take it away from him and the enjoyment. In my brain, my immediate thought went to the idea of, is the success like getting to him? Like, is the idea, because I'm just putting myself in the situation to where the idea of like hitting a certain level of success is scary as shit. And I'm wondering if that level of them winning something that hasn't been done in 40 years and not being a Premier League team winning the FA Cup, I'm just wondering, because the moments that flashed into his head during that panic attack was Jamie's dad yelling about Jamie not being good enough. I think that was the first one. And I'm wondering why that was one of the choices of things that's kind of like in his brain to affect him. Is it because of the idea of turning Jamie back into being an asshole? And
I loved that part.
I mean, I thought that moment was incredible, but is it like Ted's done such a good job of turning him into this good, better team player, and then the reality is, like, if we actually want to have success, Jamie needs to be a dick.
But not all the time.
Not all the time. But is that something that will, like, snowball for Jamie?
No, I don't think so. I think he's going to get it. I think he's going to figure it out. My thing is Ted only positive when everything else is negative and only negative when everything else is positive?
Yeah. That feels like the trend with him.
It's very sad.
Because
check on your people that are really happy all the time. Check on them.
I mean, because the last time he had one of these attacks was during the karaoke celebration, and that was a really big moment. And every positive thing that's happened, his first win as a coach, he gets divorced. They get that second big win. I don't remember what happened. Like, he had the attack, and then they have this massive win, and his hands are the symbol of when this is starting.
Yeah.
And as they're about to win this massive game for Richmond, he has an attack, and he has to, like, he basically disappears. I mean, we've known from the start that there's a lot going on in Ted's brain, and just the relationship situation with the divorce and watching that play out, him dropping the line during the dart game about his dad dying when he was young. That's obviously a really impactful moment for any kid's life. It's obviously he puts up this certain perception of who he is, which is why he's always got a funny thing to say about every situation.
Yeah.
And I think, like you said, when things aren't looking great, that's when he kind of thrives in the moment.
He tries to build everybody else up.
Yeah.
But like when everybody else is already up,
he comes down.
What do you do?
Yeah, it's one of those things to where I feel like he hasn't been able to enjoy any of these massive moments that he's had as a coach of Richmond. And it's really tough because this episode was awesome. That whole Roy Kent situation with Jamie was amazing. And I mean, the idea that Nate was able to step up in a situation to where we talked at the beginning of the episode, I wasn't sure he was going to be able to have a voice on this coaching staff.
Right.
And for him to come up big and call a play and pick substitutions and then them get a win. And then he does the post-game interview where it looked like social media was praising him. That was amazing. And then the episode ends with, you know, Ted being crashed and having this moment of being alone and sad and hiding from everyone else while they're all going out celebrating. That's tough. And I mean, this show definitely hits all the spectrum points of feelings. Mm-hmm. And it's like it gives you the highest high of the team succeeding and everyone being happy, and then it brings you all the way crashing down when you figure out that like Ted's dealing with some stuff.
Yeah.
And the fact that he went to Dr. Sharon's office and that's where he chose to like lay down and hide out and then waited for her to show up so that he could book an appointment with her. I think that's a really big step for him.
Asking for help. Yeah.
Obviously he's been very against the idea of therapy and the therapist, and he wants to try to solve the problems, like specifically with Isaac, where it was like, oh, you want Isaac to go talk to doctor? Like, no, we got a better solution for this. Like he always wants to solve the problem, but the fact that he took the step to go talk to her like this is massive.
Mm-hmm.
So
anybody, if you need help, ask for help.
Yeah, talking it out always helps.
Yeah.
And it was an incredible episode and also so sad. Very sad. Yeah. And the whole other subplot of this episode was the idea of telling your friends the truth about what needs to be happening in their relationships, and the fact that Higgins talked to Beard and got the response, and then Rebecca's like, I'm going to go talk to my mom, but then she already basically did what Rebecca said earlier in the episode and forgave him once he bought her something fancy, and he bought her a Tesla, and she went back to him. And yeah, it's tough because the tough talk that she was going to have with her mom was to basically like, stay away from dad. It's time to end it.
Yeah.
And it was too late. She didn't get there in time. So brutal stuff. How is this going to play out with this whole banter situation? I'm very happy that it's not Ted. They did a good job of swerving us.
But I don't want it to be Sam either, because I felt really bad for Sam. Sam deserves
the
world. But like,
that is a much easier situation to deal with.
You think?
I think it's a way easier. Because once you realize that you're talking, it's like, obviously you could build a bond through a chat and a conversation. They haven't spoken on the phone yet. It's strictly just text messages. And I think it might hurt for a minute because you thought that you were onto something really positive. But the moment it's like, oh, it's my boss, like, no, like that can't happen.
Right?
I
don't know what it's like in another country as far as
I don't know,
conflict of interest,
but it's one of those things to where if the realization of who you're talking to is actually, if it actually happens, I think it's an easier thing to get away from versus not being a boss player situation. I don't know, that's just kind of where my brain goes. But I'm happy that it's not Ted, because that last episode made it look really obvious that it was Ted. Yeah. And I kind of mentioned it. I was like hoping that they were swerving us with the edits, because that was really, especially editing the episode, you see how obvious those cuts are. Mm-hmm. There were like 3 of them, I think. And that's just like, because it obviously sets off the flags.
Yeah, I didn't even think of a player.
Yeah, well, all the players are on it. Keely's like, hey, go get on this app. I'm promoting it. I need some young footballers and stuff.
Now.
You never know who you're going to run into on something like that, especially if there's no visual of who you're talking to, strictly based off of interest kind of thing, which, I mean, that could be interesting because I don't know. We'll see where that goes, and we'll see if that's something that continues. But, I mean, that was a good swerve. I thought that was a good swerve.
Mm-hmm.
So, amazing episode. I mean, again, broken record. This show's incredible.
I love it.
Everything with Roy is like some of my favorite stuff. I just love that interaction with Jamie was amazing.
That probably my favorite part of this episode.
Where Keely's just like, just agree with everything he says. That like,
I'm
it diffuses
an ugly boy.
If you just agree with him, it diffuses the anger. And like the fact that Roy realized what was happening. He was like, I'm ugly with bad hair.
Yes, I love it. I love it so much.
And the fact that he's just like, all right, fine. Just, I think that's a big step, though, for Jamie to be like, I need to be coached by you. If there's something you think I need to improve on, tell me.
And I love that.
Everyone is developing. This is clearly the redemption episode for Jamie Tart because of how great that was. He kind of been ignored the couple episodes.
Yeah.
He was kind of like just there.
Just a side character. But I love that, though. You put him back in the you made him average.
Yeah.
I see it now.
And just the way you just don't like this dude when you meet him. And then you see like the character development, and then you realize that he has a horrible abusive relationship with his dad. And then he like comes around and doing things with the team, the stuff that he obviously would not take part in before. And then he gets shipped off. And then he's the one that's ultimately responsible, not directly, but he's the one who scored the game-winning goal to relegate them. They're obviously all mad about that. And then he comes back, gets shat on by everyone, being honest about their feelings for him. And then he kind of just like drifts as to the side as part of the team. You don't really see a lot from him. And then they go on this winning streak. They're in this FA Cup. And they're like, we need him to win. He needs to be an asshole. So Roy goes and does his thing.
To be a prick.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah. So like I love like the character development and the arcs in this show are so good. I love all of it. And Jamie, again, this is his redemption episode, I feel like. I feel like this is yeah. I feel like this is the episode of where people start probably liking him. At least I do. I think that was a great moment. And it's like you're gonna have these flashes of being the best version of yourself when the team needs it.
I think we need to cut your eyebrow.
No, I'm not doing that.
That would be dope as shit. The kids would love it.
I'm not. Maybe I'll wear the hair thing that he wears. No. Just for fun.
Nope. Not that. Eyebrow
I'll slick it back.
For sure.
I'm not doing the eyebrow thing. I'm not putting lines in my eyebrows. I had lines in my hair as a kid when I had a flat top back in the day.
We could do that.
Like I looked like I did Brian Bosworth for those. Just aging.
We could write the team name in the back of your head.
That's not happening.
Okay.
So,
it's kind of long.
Yeah.
Too.
Really good stuff. Epic episode. This show's amazing. Do you have any other thoughts? No. All right, y'all. You guys share all your thoughts down below. Leave those comments, and we'll see you guys later for the next one. Have a good one. Bye.